We are muted. Now we are
No,
not.
they both seem content with the headphones.
Okay.
Watch it, you've accidentally fixed the delay without realising it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, we're back.
We're back. I'm Michael.
I'm Ben.
And we are at the top 32, top 16, sorry. We are in the top 16 part. Do we know which table is playing?
This is table 3.
Table 3, thank you.
We can grab that paper.
No, we don't need paper. I just need.
If we need to. Well, I remember.
I do not have. Can you quickly jump to your phone because we switched the cables and enable the internet to your phone?
Yes.
Yeah. So, hello everybody. We are in the top 16 part of the Quest 3 tournament. We have two lovely players playing now with us on the table. We're gonna cut to them shortly. But what has happened? We just saw the top 32 game, and it was okay. It was a very unfortunate game for one of the players. She played amazingly yesterday. She was from a junior league, and she got to the top 32, which means that she basically, not directly, but she was better than 60 players, around 60 players, 60, 70 players, which is not an easy task, to be honest. We had some exceptional people here yesterday and today, from all of kinds of all of places of Europe, from Berlin, from from Italy. I think someone from Germany in general, mostly from Berlin, from Italy also, but we also had some people from there's a time start and immediate judge call. Let's see. But we had some exceptional players also from UK, and we're gonna watch one of them at least be here. Let me unmute you, my friend. Hello.
Timer's going. They're also talking about the fact that they're
later.
They're also talking about the fact that they are both thinking about going to the Australia tournament.
Oh. We have a lovely gift.
What's this?
We have a lovely gift. She's giving us one of her sleeves as a memorabilia. We asked for it yesterday.
Oh,
it's amazing. So Jiska Berger, one of our good friends and players, also gave us this absolutely amazing sleeve with Bucky, and you have forgotten me.
Do we want her to sign it?
Yes, but later.
I'll give it to our producer.
Right. The guys are setting up. Let me quickly change some things up.
Anna, Panda.
This is how you.
Yeah.
This is what you have. All right. That's a table 3. You said. Am I right?
Yeah, and you just need to clear up the.
Who is who? I'm sorry. I will go ask.
I'll sit here while we work this out. We will put this into the folder because it's really funny. We're going to watch these two players go. We don't actually know whose deck it is who.
That is not Moller, James. So James or John. Yeah. So I think that's it.
Yeah, we'll do that for now. If not, we'll fix it in post and they can tell us why we did it wrong.
You can.
Fantastic. We are going to be seeing how they play. Now, these guys have travelled Europe, the UK side, hit tournaments around the globe, and we are excited to see both of them play. They are now top 16 of an extremely tough and competitive tournament. It means we are now top 8 games going on, best of 3, 100 minutes, full hour, 60 minutes.
Yes.
And we are now facing down. What we should now be seeing is extremely high play. It does look like the players are already well in play, so if you wouldn't mind cutting me over, I'll start covering and catching up.
I'm really sorry.
And then do that and they'll go.
Yep. And let's go here.
So we can see on the right, it does appear to be quite an aggro yellow. He's turn 3 already got a singer, Lilo, quested for 3 already. Why has that come out red? Did you change the colours? It was green. No. I thought it was blue-red a minute ago.
We need to move the camera slightly. I will adjust the camera in a second.
Lilo gets banished by the Calhoun to effectively generate the additional lore from that challenge, and we're now watching the players go through the match.
Is it Amethyst-Steel or purple steel on the left? I think it could be purple steel.
Could be. I haven't seen anything yet, but that's definitely Amethyst-Steel on the right.
Yeah.
Good card management, making sure he puts his deck to the left-hand side of the screen.
Yep. I will just really quickly go and adjust the camera.
I'm not sure why the camera it keeps moving today, but yeah, go for it. He's still trying to choose what he wants to draw from that set. He's not just thinking about the immediate, but I suspect he's also thinking about the... he's also probably thinking about the potential, about the risk he's facing down in the long term. And I think that's often a mistake people play with that aerial, which is they play the aerial and go, I need this song right now.
Yes.
What's the song I need right now for the next 3 turns?
Yes.
And that's more important at this point.
By the way, there is a really nice thing that Mollerz did, is that when he was pulling the song from Ariel, he put it on top of Ariel to remind the person that, okay, I'm pulling this song, and then he sorted all the cards coming back to his deck, which is absolutely an amazing thing to do.
And it's a really nice way of just maintaining it.
Another steel card.
Simba...
Is it purple? I think it's purple. Yeah, it is purple.
And opts to banish the Storm of Raging Fire on the Gaston, and then Pete also singing to get that banned. That's a great play from those two players. Balanced, controlled, contained. They are hard-hitting turns that have come out. The aerial's a shame because I can see he has that shifted aerial in his hand. Going to banish that Simba to make sure that shifted Simba doesn't come out that we saw earlier.
Yep.
In an earlier game. It's very much a case of 2 players. Is that a hard cast?
Hard cast Zeus.
Well, actually, that means his opponent with steel purple doesn't seem to be showing much in terms of just
That's an
go wide.
instant Smee and Calhoun on the table.
Very fast. Both players know their lines. Both players know what they're fighting. It looks like it might be another Calhoun, possibly being hit. Lightning again from the top row.
That's another Zeus.
Top row, top deck loose. Reduces the opponent's threat and positioning. Holding back that daisy for a turn. Comes in with a magic. The purple player's in quite a strong position. Feels confident enough that actually doing nothing other than playing rabbit right now is all he needs to worry about, right?
Yep.
Quests out. It feels like he's in quite a confident position. Reasonably is. That's a daisy and an aerial. 2 daisies.
That's another daisy, okay. There is a ferry ship.
It's a ferry ship.
It is.
What does ferry ship do?
It's gain 1 law, basically.
I thought there was a further mechanic if you're playing ferry.
Check. Nope.
Oh, just
vanilla.
1 for vanilla.
Yep. Both daisy into Pete, by the way. That's
Unusual.
something new, but there is an Ariel in play.
Which, even if he hard casts
Is that a top deck dock? Yes, it
top
is.
deck dock.
Yes,
It is. The left side has had an absolute storming opening hand,
Yeah.
and right side has not. This is turning into an absolute
It's absolutely amazing.
such a
Alright, so steel purple player is just running with the game. If Mollerz pulls now the song, maybe he can come back with that aerial mechanic, but it is a good card, but not the one you want to see right now.
particularly because your opponent is going to probably just quest back.
Yep.
Although, having said that, I mean, he's got such advantage ahead of him. He's possibly going to...
Yeah, exchange it to Smee.
He's probably going to possibly actually sink the Calhoun into the blue anyway to gain the 2 law, but
Yeah.
also it's no harm to him. He's got a comfortable lead at the moment.
Okay, both in the ferry ship to take it out. Fair, but still it's for law in play. And now Calhoun.
That Pete.
Why Calhoun requesting actually? I think that was a mistake. Calhoun would have just taken out the Daisy and that would be one more law.
I think he's just based it on the premise of 18 law lead.
But it would be 19.
It would be 19, yeah, you're not wrong, but he's just played a Pete, no songs are coming down. It's a safe bet, I think is what it came down to.
Oh no, sorry, there was a Baloo from Broombot. That was bodyguard.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So it's still okay, I would say. Yes, they know how to restart it. Lovely.
To be fair, they did say they all started in Magic and that's how they all got to know each other.
Okay, yeah.
So
yeah, both from UK?
No, the right side, sorry, I was talking to the UK team earlier. And they did inform me that's how they started. By the way, made sure it was stream friendly.
Yeah, we need to learn how to do it.
I figured this is probably the safest one because no one's ever seen this brand before, so we should be alright.
Oh, nice.
That does look shady as I'm just drinking cough medicine. This is how we do it in the UK. We just slam Victorian era cough syrup.
Alright, let's quickly jump back to us. How do you see that game? That wasn't quick.
I sneezed. And it's over.
Bless you.
No, that is a 9-minute round.
Yeah. That was a quick one.
It was a quick one.
I think we saw the Amethyst-Steel player when he noticed what he's playing against. Yes. Oh yeah, all breaks off. Let's go.
I'm just admiring while we're talking. So we've been collecting this as we go, which is we had all the players who have played this weekend with us.
Signed some cards.
Signed some cards. And now, adding to that collection, we have the Rookie Interest.
Yes. Absolutely amazing.
Phenomenal. Beautiful. This was such a last minute idea. Thank you for getting the card sorted.
Yep.
I cannot wait to build. We are the Lorekeepers. Oh my god.
What?
We are the Lorekeepers.
Yes, we are.
We only realised that 2 days ago. This is what we're keeping. We are the Lorekeepers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are the keepers. We are the keepers of law of Lorcana, not the law in Lorcana.
Yeah, exactly. All right, and second wave. What? I'm sorry, but the player. Oh no, sorry. Okay, the Steel Sock was starting, but Steel Sock without a. It's not a Steel Sock. It's a Amethyst-Steel without the 1-drop. Without the 1-drop, my friend.
It's a tough looking opening hand.
That's a very bad.
Tough looking opening hand.
Yeah, that's the Calhoun. Absolutely menace. She's absolutely amazing currently. And nobody knows what to do with her.
That's a Smee going into ink. So I actually think outside of that Smee,
Yep, that's Smee to ink.
because he's got things like Gaston.
Sing Gaston. Okay, yeah. Smee actually taking out Diablo is good because we know that Smee is gonna go down to Calhoun. Probably gonna go down to Calhoun in direct exchange, so maybe get some value from it. It could be questing, could be taking out Diablo, but looking at the previous game, how the Amethyst-Steel player just built the board and just flooded it, that was a good idea.
He opted to pass.
Yeah, maybe keeping that Calhoun for that areas or something like that, maybe. But it's putting him in a very, very unfortunate situation.
Particularly because I think he already has.
If there is a Zeus,
no song being able to play this turn anyway because of the Pete, of course. The Pete is preventing a turn play, so this is going to be very much a law turn, and he's going to set up that bait again.
Yeah,
Are you going to come?
I'm going to give you another chance. Yeah, you gave me too low. Now, would you like to exchange into me?
The issue, of course, is that the steel purple is going to continue to build.
Okay.
You will not sing a song.
I think they even cracked it up about that second beat being played.
Okay, but
he's like a second area.
He's like, okay, well, if you're going to keep doing that, I'm going to keep doing what I need to. And once there is no
problem is the board is looking a lot better on the side. So Pete is an absolutely great card, but not when he's played in a vacuum.
Yeah.
He's good when it's played into something, but now they are both kind of late in the vacuum. That's not a good idea.
That SME has also been incredibly valuable. Dropped a player, quested for 2, still in play. Now it's realistically a bottle rocket, right? He's going to hit something with it. 2 storms. Not great use of them.
That's a great one. Yep.
However, I'm seeing a whole new world as well. In
But
hand.
we know that whole new world is not beneficial for you right now. Because, yeah, exactly. The Amethyst-Steel just dropped his hand completely. Yeah, that's a pass. Alright, let's see.
Another whole new world.
We already got that bingo. Yeah, okay, 1 peat coming down with me. What do you take out basically right now?
This is the issue, right? What are you going to eliminate? And he's got 2 songs in play that you could drop. So in theory,
He's fought. Yes, it's a force cast.
not because actually,
I think there's another one in hand.
I suspect what we're going to see is he's going to he might quest with Daisy just to get something.
Oh yeah, might quest with Daisy and then whole new world. No,
He's going to leave that in play, I think, because effectively
he needs that whole new world singer. Okay. Okay.
I think he's. And to be fair, now actually, Smee swings into Aerial is banished next time.
Yeah, exactly. So it's at the end of the turn.
At the end
so
of the turn.
Basically, so it is an exchange, but not a direct one.
No.
But if there is any bounce, he's safe.
Exactly. He's quested out what he has available to him. That's brilliant.
Just to draw some cards.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Gets rid of the Aerial with it. That's not.
Aerial is fine. Yep. Yeah, playing a rose, getting one more love.
It is very. It does very much feel at the moment that the Steel Purple is playing his game.
Yes.
He's playing his game, and there's nothing we need to worry about that right
And the
now.
Amethyst-Steel is just trying to answer. I think the very unfortunate situation was no one drop.
Yeah.
No one drop, and then third turn that Smeed was taking out the Diablo from the first one. That's fortunate. Storm, absolutely fine. Yeah, that
takes away.
4-3 is always better than 3-3, which is hitting himself.
And he's
in the foot.
he's taking a beat because why not? Actually, if he waits a turn, his opponent again feeling confident. I'm going to stop drawing some cards.
Yep.
He's going to see how he gets on, see what he goes on. He is very much playing. I'm playing my game.
Yes.
Let you play your game.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll see if we cross paths later. But I'm not worried about that because the reality of the circumstances is that's what
I am in front. The purple steel.
It's
I'm dictating the pace.
That's an aerial. Yeah, 100% of the time. Oh no, get rid of the Smee.
Get rid of the Smee.
And actually,
now there is a shift line possible, but we need to drop it because we need to play the aerial. We didn't have anything else to ink. That's a World's Greatest Criminal Mind, and that's a card that you said you never saw anyone play.
yeah, immediately shook me up.
Yep. I played it against you, by the way.
Yeah, no, but I mean, recently, don't really say it.
Yeah, that's Be Our Guest. Oh, Be Our Guest is a card that you are drawing.
Rabbit sings Strength to eliminate the aerial, and he plays the Doctor to a draw mechanic as well. So clears the board, passes on.
Be Our Guest is a card. When you look at the top 4 cards, you may reveal a character card and put it in your hand. The rest of them goes down to the bottom of the deck. That's a Be Our Guest pulling the Rapunzel healing. That's okay. There is a mana. Yeah, that's a heal for 3. And yeah, that's nice. 3 cards. Unfortunately, it's a bit late. Currently, he's avoiding Whole New Warding because he knows the Whole New Ward is going to be basically
a reload for his opponent.
Exactly.
And if he can just get enough board control to his opponent is showing weak draw mechanic.
Yes.
So he's banking on if he can find a way to ultimately outpace him or just break his defense.
Is that the second aerial going down? No. You opted to pass. There is a Peter, there is an aerial, big aerial. Go out into Daisy to just eliminate her completely. And quest for 3, and yeah, I play my game. There is a Simba being king, yep. Yeah, bouncing the snake just to speed up the game a bit. 3 and for 2. That's why he didn't bounce the gold, because he was able to play Dock at the same time.
Yeah.
Really good tempo. Now we need a big swing, because this game is getting out of hand again.
Yeah, he's got the area.
He's really getting out of control.
Pizza take control.
Unfortunately, it's not really helping right now. Okay, strength of raging fire, so 3 damage.
But who you target into what? Goat to just sort of limit that being an issue in the future.
Yeah, I think Goat is the best answer. I think you could think about Goat or the Rose, but I think Goat is worse for you.
Well, Goat is in and out, whereas Rose is just in, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 just on the board. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so it's 18 next turn, and unfortunately the Amethyst-Steel has all of the singers, but... Okay, grab your swords into, I don't know, Tinkerbell.
He's playing that, yeah. Which would be on the board. But...
Yeah.
He's checking his counts, because... Bounce...
He needs to wipe the... Yeah, and place her back, it's 19. And Calhoun. Oh my god.
That was a 20-minute top 16, potentially.
Okay, whole new world, just looking for any outs. Yeah, that's what he also said. Play your outs. Ariel, looking for anything else?
He's called it.
Yeah, I think he called it. Yeah, two goats in the hand.
Yeah.
He cannot survive this. He needed to win this part, but yeah. Nice game.
Fast game.
Really
but that was a demonstration of 2 players who just know their deck and what their opponent is playing.
Yeah,
we will grab them both for a quick interview.
Yes.
I will go around and just quickly do that while you cover it.
Yeah, sure. Awesome. Okay. Okay, that was a quick one. That was a really quick one. We basically saw a game where the Amethyst-Steel was just playing his game, and the Amber was trying to answer. Unfortunately, ran out of steam completely. Run out of steam. Wasn't able to control the ball. I think the second game, very unfortunate situation. No singer, no Daisy. So no Cinderella singer, no Daisy, no 1-drops in first turn in the second game. I think that was the first sign it's gonna be really hard to actually play that game out for Amethyst-Steel player. And the purple one, I'm gonna ask, but I think he was pretty happy to see that. Yeah, it's a very surprising outcome, I would say. It's not the usual that the Steel Song, or it is some variation, like aggro variation of Steel Song. It's not very usual that the Steel Song is losing that badly to Amethyst-Steel. I think the first game was the really big factor was who was starting, but the second game, I think the first problem was no 1-drop, and then unfortunately he needed to answer for the whole game, was not able to get grasp and control of the board. Imagine how the second game would look like if we had a Cinderella first turn and then let it go. No, it's not let it go. I'm sorry. Let the Storm Rage on played in the second turn to take out the Diablo. You open it up for the Calhoun, potentially exchange, but then you have your own SME, so you are still on the board playing, because Calhoun exchanges to Cinderella. Maybe he plays something else, but then you exchange your SME, and then you dictate the tempo. You have more cards. They need to answer you, not vice versa. And unfortunately, it was not the case. That SME was it was a really unfortunate situation. Yeah, we are having a very good conversations with the between the players about the game, both really good players. I think one from the UK and one from Berlin. And we're having one here. Hello.
Hello there.
Very happy man here today.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm great.
Yeah, great. All right. Let's talk a little bit about those games. First one. To be honest, you just played a game. You just played your game, and your opponent needed to guess an answer, and you played perfectly. I don't think there was any outs. A really good showing for purple steel. Is it a common deck in Berlin or like in your community?
Actually, I'm kinda the goat of the Amethyst-Steel in our community.
Okay. Nice to see this.
Since the end of set 1 actually.
Yeah.
And then I've been off and on it, but since set 5, since Doc came, just been the greatest deck for me personally.
Yeah. How do you feel about the Doc joining in?
It's amazing, and I'm lucky that I got many cheap because I knew people underestimated him, and he's the best value engine in this kind of deck.
Yeah.
And yeah, I love
He's
him.
really good in those tempo situations.
It's just crazy.
We see Amethyst-Steel also playing a tempo version with that dog.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute menace. Like, people are looking at this card and like, how you can discard nothing and just draw 2 cards and like keep the engine going. It's absolutely amazing. Did you try out the Tinkerbell? Because when we were playing, I think the Tinkerbell was the first sign of actually Amethyst-Steel have so many angles to come back. It actually can be a good deck. The small Tinkerbell, the purple one, as a potential shift target for the big one.
I tried her in a fairy deck, which was posted very early into the set.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought she's not great into red-blue because she can get Seized or Brawl.
Yeah.
She always demands an answer. Yeah. And if it's answered, I don't have any value out of her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a great evasive, but maybe it's not her time right now.
Yeah, it's only one turn that she basically lives.
Yeah.
All right, the second game. How did you feel when you saw no one drop from the Amethyst-Steel?
That was amazing, but actually I didn't worry about it because I had the best opener that I could have against Steel Song with 2 strength and Pete.
Oh yeah.
And then another Pete joined the fray, and then I could again double sing the 5 singer. And
yeah, we talked about it. We talked about like first Pete was perfect. Second Pete, we were a bit worried because Pete played with something is great. Pete played in vacuum. It's iffy because it's not. It's an okay body, but then you played those 2 strength of raging fire, and we were like, it's basically again you grab the control of the table, and you make the Amethyst-Steel answer to you when you just quest to oblivion. Amazing. How do you feel about your chances, by the way, today? It's a really strong showing in that top 16 match.
I think I'm really outcome independent.
Yep.
Because I was like just getting into tops to see whether I can bring this deck to Australia and really have a chance.
Yep.
Would be enough, and I'm so happy with it.
Yeah.
So I'm fine just playing, and I think I have some really easy matchups like Ruby Sapphire.
Yeah.
But overall, it's been tough. I mean, the first green purple today was a really tough 2-1 where I was on the draw as well.
Yeah.
But this one was crazy. Like everything went perfect.
That was blitz.
He didn't even get like 5 lore or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like both games under 5 lore. That was absolute bliss. On that note, you're going to Australia for the DLC, the first Australian DLC.
Yes.
Did you actually attend any DLCs?
All 4.
All 4 in Europe. Okay,
and,
nice.
And 2, I at least got to let it go.
Yeah.
And 2 were
so
not
top
that great.
128.
Yeah.
Nice.
And both just 1 draw away for getting into top cut.
Damn.
That was a little bit annoying, but overall I feel pretty confident that I could make it, and with this list I might be able to get my invite for the Worlds.
Yeah, that looks really good. I keep you to it. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. I have a feeling we're gonna talk again today. There is a possibility of that.
Let's see.
Ben, can you pass me the stuff? So, as you saw also yesterday, you've been here with your partner. We have cards to sign.
All right.
So, if you can sign the card, can I get a Sharpie, Ben? Ben, can I get a Sharpie? Yes. If you can choose whatever card you want, you prefer, and sign it with a top 16 note, please. Yeah, the Tinkerbell. Yeah, but
since we talk,
you can write on the card.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Top 16 and then just my signature.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good luck at the rest of the tournament. And if we do not talk today, good luck in Australia. And I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you very much. All right, and now we're gonna have my colleague joining in with his fellow countryman.
Fellow countryman. Do you want us to do that in the folder when you go around? I've got a couple of the top 32s to sign it as well. Let's go through. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Commiserations on that last game. Fun looking sort of. We've been seeing a lot of Amethyst-Steel today. First off, how do you think that game went? We know how it went, but how do you feel about that game? And is there something you would do different? Obviously you would prefer different cards, you prefer different lines, but if you're already looking back, how do you sort of feel that kind and what you were up against as well?
I'll be honest, I haven't had much practice against Purple Steel much. The limited practice I have, it's been very close games, and so I was a little bit unsure going into the matchup. My opponent missed turn 1, game 1, played an Inked Snake, so obviously it could be any purple deck, and then played the Calhoun on turn 2. Fortunately, in game 1 I hit my Cinderella but missed on the Singapore Ursula, which was really rough considering I had a Zeus in hand as well. But the follow-up with double P in both games was not great, and then game 2 again, missing Cinderella and missing Ursula on turn 2 was really not the style I wanted. And then again, game 2, double P. Followed up by, I've decided to put Gaston in my deck alongside Ariel instead of Shift Robin or Shift Queen or Naveen. I really like the low to the groundness of the deck, especially into the red decks and especially going quicker into red-blue, which is usually not a favoured matchup for Steel Song, but I think I'm about 50-50 with it, but I'm still strong into everything else which I like about the deck. Him double strengthening both games to again get rid of the Singer 5s was real rough.
It's absolutely lovely to have you here. We've seen you at a Quest tour before.
Yep.
What I've got in terms of set 6, let's talk about Azurite Sea.
Yep.
There wasn't really much of an addition to the Steel Song meta comparatively to, let's say, other deck matchups.
Yep.
How do you feel like Azurite Sea has really impacted you in your playstyle or you in your sort of outlooks?
So I've made quite a significant change. Before this set, I was mostly playing Blood Pool, with a bit of Ruby Amethyst on the side. I had a tournament earlier in the set, really early on, where I played Ruby Amethyst, and I kind of just got my butt handed to me. So I was not too keen on Ruby Amethyst, and our team as a whole have been trying to play more meta decks. We've been kind of playing what we liked up until now, and we've all at challenges had that taste of Top Cup but not quite made it. And so we're thinking, let's play some stronger decks this year and as a team try and do better. And so switching to Steel Song was quite a significant shift away from the purple lines. But yeah, the deck hasn't changed that much going into set 6. Obviously, a lot of people thought the Simba line might be good, and I think it's pretty
Has options.
Yeah,
has
absolutely.
options. I find it's not consistent or relies on a lot of other mechanics to have gone right before you even get there. Exactly. Once you've already get it, you've probably already started to win the game out anyway. I feel like it's one of those, yes, it might confirm the win, but you've probably already won by the time you get it going.
And its biggest advantages tend to be in the slightly weaker decks in terms of interaction as well, because playing Simba, readying all your stuff, you're still losing to a Be Prepared, you're still losing to a Big CC, you're still losing to Steel Removal anyway, so yeah, it's not, the Simba turned out not to be so great in our testing, but I get why people are playing it, and I don't think it's a bad choice by any means.
I've only got 2 more questions for you.
Yep.
What is the favourite card in your deck?
Favourite card in my deck has to be Aerial Sonic. When that got released, I think it was set 4. We had another friend on Steel Song. I actually built Steel Song as well as like my side deck. Unfortunately, at the time it wasn't good enough, but it's now at a point where it slots quite nicely in the meta. I think you'll be seeing a little bit more of it in Steel Song.
The only downside, I absolutely love that card. The only downside is I loved playing. I love green steel, not discard. I like some of the more damage mechanics. My favourite card personally at the moment is the Shift 5 green Robin that more damage your opponent has. I quite like this sort of knife edge, which is I'm doing damage but not necessarily banishing and sort of working off that mechanic. I'm trying to make it work. However, I just loved that aerial card, but there isn't a really good viable shift line for green steel in that sense, and other than morph. And I also have beast, I have Robin Hood, there's so many other things that I might need that for. What is the, so I've talked about this, I assume you guys have a much better organisation system than I do, but I have all my boxes set out in different colours, sets, whatever. However, I have a set of cards on my desk which I always want to have available to me because they're not meta right now. They're the cards I look at every time I see about a leak or a new set, and I go, ooh, soon. What's in your soon pile? What is in that little deck that you don't put them away properly because you know you're going to want them?
There's definitely some, but I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
So I'll just, what do you think? For example, a Bell Hidden Archer. This whole reckless into discard mechanic, I know there's something there, I just can't, I'm a better player than me will find it. Is there anything, anything like that? It's, I really would love to see more from Fred. Don't think it's going to happen, but would love to see more of it. And I'd love to see more morph mechanics.
Yeah. So I think one that comes to my mind, because I've historically played a lot of blue, Oswald, the new Lucky Rabbit. Being able to, whenever you ink, just flip the top card, and if it's an item, put it into play. We were testing that at the start of the set with the Aurora Lore Guardian, which allows you to exert an item to look at the top card of your deck, and if it's, and then you can choose whether to keep it on top or put it on bottom. And so we were playing blue steel with all of the like Force Spheres, Portacles, like 4 Greatstone Dragons, 4 Quills, just like loads of good items. Playing out an Oswald, and then playing out an Aurora, and then just like constantly looking at the top. Okay, where's an item? Where's an item? Oh, there's a lucky diamond. Then we'll ink something, move it down, and then building in with all the quill for extra ink.
Maybe even Merlin's Cottage, you actually know what's on the top as well.
Yeah, so we did test that as well, and the deck is we call it eggs.
Okay.
In Magic, there was this old deck that went to a Pro Tour, and you do so many actions, but it's non-deterministic. A lot of combos in games like Magic. There'll be a sequence of moves that you do, like 5 or 6 of them, and then it'll be like, I just repeat these until I win the game. With the old eggs deck, that wasn't always true. You could end up in a line where you play solitaire for 25 minutes, and then you don't win, and then you just pass the turn. And this deck felt a lot like that. And it also wasn't really winning any more than other decks we had. But I think there just needs to be a massive, like, bigger items that are more impactful. I came up with the idea of like a 7-cost uninkable item that is just like grab your swords on an item, basically.
Oh, I'm going to see my co-host. 7-cost uninkable item. 7-cost uninkable item that just repeats grab your swords, like that sort of large scale item. Like, you know, we have these big dramatic
second
moments. Second dime, yeah, but like a more interesting mechanic. But no, not necessarily grab your swords, but that sort of, you know, having a big item.
I think I would need to have give it a deeper thought. It's not like an immediate yes, but it's interesting. It's definitely interesting to think about.
The issue is the only real repeatable removal is the RLS cannons. And actually, and the cost is just not really worth it. Other than no, thank you so much for that. It was really fun to watch you play. It's always lovely to see you guys here. Anyway, sorry that it didn't look out for you today.
That's how it goes.
There'll be some prizes for you, I'm sure, on the way. Anyway, you're going to be sorting out anyway. Last question, just out of curiosity. Japan and China are entering the Lorcana market with first chapter. I love Japan as a country anyway, big into the culture, and their TCG culture is just a different beast. What are your thoughts?
I love it. I think especially for both of those countries as well, because there's Disneyland Shanghai and Disneyland Tokyo, and the Disney fan bases in those countries are massive. Obviously in Japan there's an enormous Pokemon scene.
And One Piece as well now.
Oh, that's that's very true. One Piece is, I think, even bigger than Lorcana in Europe. So, yeah, obviously it's going to be a bit tricky for Disney Lorcana to get a massive foothold. But with the amount of Disney fans, I think it will pick up and it will definitely overtake some of the ones that are like slightly behind by Flesh and Blood and stuff that are still
My instinct is also it's a simpler game to get into, so it's going to be a game that maybe it sounds like it's the gateway TCG game, but then I think people start it as the gateway and go, oh no, I might stay here. The only thing is, and I think it's going to be fascinating, is we were talking about this in the streams last night, they're never going to have booking.
That's true.
So the meta, what's the set 2 meta going to be?
Yeah.
Because discard is not going to be prolific.
Yeah, we only had the Toronto DLC, which was like this 2-week window where there was no Bucky, and so people were. So we only had I think it was a 1,000 player tournament as well, so it was a smaller tournament. But yeah, a whole set where they've got
no Bucky.
Really
it's going to be a bizarre, but we can see bizarre metas coming out of it. And I said, I was saying like we're going to see set 1 metas, set 2 metas that we can look at and go, how did we never see that? Like, how did we never see these lines or these things? And I'm really excited because, simply put, the culture is going to just be, it's going to think tank supercharge these meta strategies. And
I'm really excited for them to catch up as well, because obviously they're starting with set 1 and then I think they get a 2-month release cycle instead of 3 months until they catch up. Watching them slowly catch up, unfortunately I think it's like 3 or 4 years before they finally catch up, because obviously we still get our releases. But when they finally catch up and then there'll be more global worlds, I'm really excited.
I think what the reality is going to be as well is, and we talked about this last night, that it's going to be things like, is it StarCraft? Where it's going to be like, for the first few years, the EU market is going to crush it, and then Japan catches up and we're going to be like, oh god, the Japanese are coming, we're going to have to get our game up. And I think, I do, so we said about this, we think there's a situation where they're on set 5, we're on set 8, 9. They're producing decks that actually, that meta beats our meta. And it's going to be a weird cycle where we're then backtracking to older set lists to match that meta, because we see it's a stronger plan.
Consider cards that maybe sort of flew under the radar.
And that's then going to then feed back into our own meta, and we end up in a sort of retroactive cycle, and it's really interesting. No, thank you so much. I don't know how much, you know, some of your team are still playing. Hopefully some of you make it to top 8. We'd love to see that for you.
So
and
I've got 2 friends in there. I can see them still playing at the moment.
So good luck. Well, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you, and hopefully see you again soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
No worries. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My co-host is going to hop on, and we're going to wrap this up, and then we're going to go into the next one.
Hello.
Made a very valid point, and something I didn't think about was they've got the Japan cycle, sort of 2-month release cycle, rather than 3 months to catch up. So they're getting a new set every 2 months, which means, as we didn't think about this, their set 5 will be like our set 9.
Yes.
They might make metas that makes our set 9 players go back to set 5 because of what they're building. And we have been a weird cycle where, if it's like a time loop where it's like
be
bouncing back, we're going to be going back in time to seeing what these the Chinese and Japanese market are cooking. To then bring it back into the forward. It's going to be a very strange period for our market.
One thing, did our colleague sign the card?
Yes, I got to sign it while you were talking.
Okay, awesome. All right then. I'm gonna tell you. You're gonna see it probably in the interview. The player who lost to, it's one of the best, if not the best, at least recognized as the best Amethyst-Steel player in Berlin.
Wow.
This guy went to 4 DLCs in Europe, made top 128 in 2 of them, and was 1 draw from a top cut. And he's going to Australia on the first DLC
I've just heard,
Amazing. The level of competition that we are seeing today.
Oh, we are
it's
cooking
awesome.
here. We've got a little think tank. Excellent. Well, I've been Ben.
I'm Michael.
And we are going to top 8.
It's going quick.
It's going quick.
Yeah.
See you later.